Black winemaker.
Perfect.
Good to go.
Man.
Sorry, it's gonna go whole left.
I know. I was like, all right.
There is a man already. Sorry.
I'm trying.
Got it. Yeah.
I got to get it correct.
He's over on the east side of the state, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Music in a Bottle podcast, and we are here with a very, very special guest.
Here with a special guest.
Yes,
today.
yes, for sure. We have Nicole Roche. How are you?
I am good. How are you all doing today?
We're blessed.
Blessed and happy to be here.
Yeah,
it's a little cold and snowy in Kalamazoo.
Made it in the snow.
But yeah, we here.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we made it through. We were trucking through down 131 to make sure that we had to be here with the first African-American female winemaker in the state of Michigan, for sure.
Hey.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Oh, yeah, but where the clap at? We need a clap.
Hold up. All right. Say it again one more time, Daryl. The first what?
African-American female winemaker in the state of Michigan. Please.
Okay, we're going to get this one for one time.
We need gunshots too.
We need the gunshots. We got to let
That's how we getting off at Twine this week?
Yes, that's how we getting off.
Yes, for
We
sure.
here with big business today.
Yeah.
The first.
That's New Year's Eve gunshots.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, I got you.
Happy to be here.
Man, happy to be here. Thank you for having us, Nicole. And we are at Twine Urban Winery here at 1319 Porter Street in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Man, you shared a lot with us. We really want to dive into everything.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your path in wine, Nicole, starting Twine Urban Winery. Where did things start for you?
You know, it's interesting. You know, people want you to have like a really grand story, but I like to just have my story and let it be just that. It's been an amazing journey. Who would have thought that in 2021 there's even room to be a first at anything.
Right.
So I do feel extremely blessed to be able to provide that inspiration to my culture. Just making wine for my friends for my birthday in conjunction with a winery here, Tempo Vino. So shout out to them. And I decided it was something that maybe I would enjoy doing. My friends loved it enough to say, hey, can I purchase some of that? Or do you have any more of that? So then I went on even a more intense journey of going to the wineries. We have lots of wineries. If you head from here to 94 West, I gained a mentor over in Geneva, Ohio, in Venti, their Venti country. And he was phenomenal from having me a part of their harvest, going all the way through the process. I can call him today for anything and answer any question. And he has always told me from the beginning that, you know, this is too small. You're going to have to find a bigger way to make wine. You know, I started off in just the small carboys of wine that are like 6 gallons. And so you have these big wineries that, you know, 40-ton ceiling to floor. And so I'm a boutique winery now. That journey just led me to being a boutique winery because there was more demands, like starting off in local stores here, you know, and people would want to taste it. Being in a pandemic, they are not allowing tasting in stores. So all last year, we weren't allowed to do that, and we still did well in stores. We went into the stores here in February. And so I said, okay, that sounds like I need to have a tasting room. And so then the tasting room journey began, and here we are in the middle of a few different neighborhoods, developing an urban winery experience that has been phenomenal, and I've gotten tremendous support from the community.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say right now, the space is amazing in
Crazy.
here.
Yeah, super dope.
You know, from what I can tell, I don't come here often, but something that's needed in this area, from just what I see. Having more access to wine, you know. People that look like us don't really have or think, or we always say that, you know, it's too bougie for us to get into it, or it comes out that way. But having this accessibility, it's just great to see.
Yeah, most definitely. And to see you, the Roché Collection being, I mean, it's huge for a lot of folks, not only from those that already enjoy wine, but this could be a spot. You shared with us private parties and whatnot. You talk about birthdays. What's better than that? And also for an audience like us, we really enjoy this, but there was never really a safe space to do so. So that's awesome here at Twine. Talk to us about the start of the Roche Collection. You shared a little bit there. When did you know that, hey, it's time to start? It's time to open my own shop and do my own thing?
It was really when we were doing so well in the stores and people would ask, where else are you? Or how can I taste? Or do you have a wine club? And I could not keep up with production. So another thing was, well, I need to be able to produce the wine somewhere. And so where else would you produce wine is in your own winery. So the boutique winery journey began, and it just really elevates the experience for especially our culture.
Yeah, for sure.
People that thought that they didn't drink wine, they come here and they drink wine. Yeah. This is a very cozy space. We are very COVID conscious. So when you come here, it feels like your own private wine party. You know, no matter what type of wine drinker you are, we have something for you. We have your traditional varietals. So if you're into the Meritage with that deep oak or the French Bordeaux that you have over there, how is that?
I'm enjoying it so far. It's actually nice on a chill. I'm enjoying it on that, chill, not necessarily room temp. A lot of dark fruit notes, but I'm enjoying it. I came off of Bordeaux last night, so I'm still in that Bordeaux.
So you're on a Bordeaux high.
Yeah, I'm definitely still there, but I think it's amazing. Just kind of as you mentioned, the wines that you have, they reach everybody. For someone that's looking for that traditional varietal, you got that Riesling, Chardonnay, Cabernet. For someone that's looking for something a little bit more out of the ordinary with the Meritage potentially, or like the Bordeaux, but then you got your sweeter things as well. So you're getting everybody in here due to the wide collection of the wines that you have, which is there's a Brut on the wall, Chardonnay, There's a lot in here.
I'm about to say it's something for every sipper in here. Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Every sipper. You can't come in here, and say, well, I don't drink wine. We've had so many people come in, and typically when you don't want to go somewhere with your friend because you're like, I don't want to go to a winery. I don't drink wine. Yeah. But listen, we have cocktails. We have wine slushies, wine cocktails. We have flights. So the traditional wine drinkers, the table is just so good to watch because when they sit down, you have a person with maybe a white wine mojito, you have a person with a wine and cheese pairing, and you have a person with a wine slushy. So that you get to intertwine with your people and also just people in this community that you would not typically come across. So that there was a name, Intertwine, Twine the Urban Winery. And Roché comes from my middle name. So Roché Collection, it was born out of just bringing me and what I offer into the wine world. I'm really a cocktail girl. So I had to do it, I had to do it.
That's me.
We're here. Okay. Had to do it one time. So it's kind of like a little shaky. I got some feedback, So you would be surprised. I didn't ask to be announced as the first female Black winemaker in Michigan, and you'd be surprised the emails that I got and the responses that were on the media, the social media. I did not read them, but I had people that did, and I'm like, please don't even worry about it. Don't go on there reading and responding. But you would be surprised how many people were upset that there was a designation in front of me being a winemaker. Why does it have to be about race? Why do you want to be noticed by your gender? Hey, I didn't ask for it, but if my culture needs it, I'm going to do it for them until I don't need to anymore. So they're going to have to accept it, buy the wine, support the brand, support the movement, support my culture, or we're going to support it ourselves anyway. So,
exactly. Facts.
So I was just happy just to do it. And so then it's like, get rid of those fruit flavors that nobody cares about. Like I got that type of comment. If you want to be taken seriously, Well, let me be me.
Yep.
And we'll see how serious it get, right?
For sure.
October, I will be going into all 250 Myers. So I think that's pretty serious.
That's crazy.
No, hit that gun. Hit that gunshot. She needs
Where we at?
She's sending on shots.
Where we at?
Sending on
Twine?
shots. Yeah, Twine.
Yeah, this is Twine Urban Winery.
Yo, you heard that? They're all 250 Myers. Stop playing. What?
Yes, that's amazing.
So let us do what we do as our culture,
Yes.
and we'll handle the rest. Stop being afraid of us, support us, and we all could just continue to intertwine. So this has been a great experience. If you go on my social media pages, you can see the vast complexions and cultures. It's really a good experience. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
Happy for you.
What does it mean to you to be the first Black female winemaker in the state of Michigan, and just in general?
I didn't think that it would have been a thing to be. It looks like, I believe the first female winemaker was at St. Julian's, just down the road. Okay. So to be the first in anything, there comes a lot of responsibility, whether you ask for it or not.
Yep.
So if my culture needs me to be the first in our state, then I'm just going to try to do what I can to make sure that I pave the way for others who want to be in this space, that I make sure that I'm introducing what our culture has to bring, and I want to do it in an appropriate way. And I'll take all of the comments and I'll take it all.
Yeah.
I can handle it. So if my culture needs some inspiration, something to look up to, something to say, hey, this could be me. We are welcome in this space. Something very approachable to get here and to elevate our experiences. It means a lot to me. So I won't take it lightly. I will continue to learn. Going from starting in literally basically a laundry room in my house. I mean, they actually license a part of my house for me to make wine.
Oh, wow.
So if we want to start talking about entrepreneurial journeys, I was able to cut my overhead so low to where when I was in stores, most of that was just profit. If we get into even managing your finances, those are some of the biggest tax write-offs because I'm in my home with this business. So, anyone that is looking to do something, just go ahead and do it. Jump out there, see what's available to you at the lowest overhead that you can, and then go from there. Just be inspired.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to hear that too, that look like us. So to have, us in this space, using our voices, using our platforms to amplify the voices of, the kids that don't think that they can make it. But now when they see Nicole doing her thing at Twine, it just opens up more doors.
Yeah.
I love that.
Amazing. It's amazing. I wasn't looking for it, but sometimes it happens, and to whom much is given, much is required. So you just roll with it. You just be inspired, do things in the way, be yourself, be genuine, give back along the way, and things just end up happening.
Yeah.
I think it's that level of authenticity you have with all of this. I think that's that's what's making it so fruitful. Even just thinking about, the fact that you were into cocktails, and that was the thing, I thought that same way. For me, it was the introduction to wine was tough because I was so in love with just cocktails. That was it. But then for me, it merged that way. I got into different cocktails than the basics, and then you get into people who introduce you to wine, and it kind of floats. And you can see where you have wine cocktails, where literally you're infusing it to get someone over to that taste level to where they might just enjoy just straight wine in the next year because they're slowly being introduced to it and creating a safe environment, a friendly environment to actually come and taste it at, to where you feel like, oh, I can actually chill in here and feel okay, without it feeling
without
like I'm
being
stuck
judged or
something.
Yeah,
So
100%.
that's super dope. Super dope.
Yes, I love it. I love the cocktails. I mean, the wine slushies, we can do to-go cocktails here. The wine slushies fly out the door. I mean, there's literally, your palate will change as you get older. Most of the time, you start off sweet, just in anything. Sweet pop, sweet juices, sweet.
Fruit snacks.
So if you think of it in that way, it also becomes more approachable. So, I could start off here, and eventually I'll be somewhere else in my palate. So you'll be able to bring that expensive wine to the dinner party
Yep.
in a couple of years.
For sure.
I just want to know what I need to do to get one of these slushy machines started. Do I need to go grab some ice? What you need me to? How you want me to do it? I'll take the whole thing to the crib. We can just pack it in a little. I'm gonna get a couple half gallons somewhere.
Man.
Speaking on the slushy machines that we have here, I'm gonna just dive into a question because I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Walk us through the process that you have with the wine debit card that you have here at Twine. Reading about it, I was super intrigued to just hear how that came into play and why it's a part of this winery.
Well, I'm always about ahead of the trend, or I'm always thinking forward. So when I see something, I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So there actually in Ohio as well, there are some lovely African-American females, if I must put that plug in there too. They have a wine bar, and that's all they have is a line of these self-serve wine machines. And so I thought, oh, that's a cool thing. So I decided when I have a tasting room, I will have those in there. So we do have 4, and you have you're able to purchase your very own, I say, Twine wine debit card. We only allow you $20 a visit though, because we don't want you getting wine drunk and leaving from here. We want you to be happy. We don't want you to be drunk. And so in this way, after we've checked your ID, you get your $20 limit. You put your card into the machine, it will deduct based on if you would like a taste, a full pour, or a half pour. So it'll start to deduct from, and you don't have to see your waitress again. Because there's gonna be busy times here, especially when the patio opens up.
Yes.
And so this way, they're able to still serve themselves and have a good time without being interrupted.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's super
Great
dope.
idea.
Innovative.
Yeah, for
Great
sure.
idea.
Speaking on innovation, what else do you think needs to be added to the industry here?
I think that we should do more with being inviting. So if that means we need to do more networking with other businesses that maybe not are even in the wine world, but whatever you can share to another business. So more networking, more intertwining is what is the only thing that I can really think of, because there are so many different businesses. There are so many great small businesses that don't get the marketing or the platforms. So many hardworking people that aren't where they want to be yet.
Yes.
Which also is kind of like a shameless plug for me to throw in here, Black Wall Street Kalamazoo. So if you are on Facebook, follow Black Wall Street Kalamazoo for all of the different resources. If you want to support a Black entrepreneur, then you would go on that page and you would state the service that you're looking for, and then people recommend them for their friends, or people jump on and recommend themselves. Because Black Wall Street Kalamazoo is all about increasing the lifespan of the African American dollar in our community. So the money is circulated in the community before it goes out. I don't know if you all know it or not, but the Asians, their money, I mean, it's like 10 times, you know, it circulates before it even has to leave the community. Ours is less than 1%. So we've got quite a ways to go. So we're doing our part here in Kalamazoo. I know in Grand Rapids, Jamil is doing his part with Grab.
Shout out to
so
Grab.
we're working. It's just such a ways to go that it's moving in increments. But good thing to know is it's moving.
That is, exactly.
100%.
To know that it's moving, just to know that we're going in the right direction. Like
regardless of everything that's going on, the pandemics.
Yes.
The trauma that all African Americans are having to experience via radio, via life, via television, via social media daily.
Yes.
It's a lot.
We're still moving forward, and it just shows how resilient we are as a people and how proud I am to be a part of this culture.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Any other initiatives you want to share about Black Wall Street? Because it's amazing to hear here. While we have our platform, I definitely want to dive deep.
Well, I think I kind of, slid right on in there.
We were getting to it for sure, but we're here. We're here now. Yeah.
But it's just something to see that, though. Something to know, like, if your intention is to say, I want to help these underprivileged business, served businesses, then you're going to be in the right spot. So people oh, well, is that racist? Well, if your intention is to say, hey, there's a whole, you mean to tell me there's still a whole culture, a whole race of people that people don't shop with as much, or they don't provide, they don't accept service from? Oh, well, I want to change that. So if that's you, then this place is for you. But if your intention is something else, then it might seem a little racist. But for me, it's like, if I wanted to support a certain type of business, where would I go? It's just like, oh, it's here in one place now. So that's really what it was. If I want to support a small business, there are small business networking groups. But we are even underneath, as African Americans, underneath the small businesses. We're a small Black business. So it's even harder to find us. It's even harder to support us. So now that we have that platform, you know, it's easy to do if that's your intention.
Right.
Agreed.
100%.
Man.
And I think that's what I'm going to plug Julia Coney with what she's doing in the wine industry, starting Black wine professionals. There's no excuse why you can't hire somebody in the industry. There's a whole network online for you to be like, okay, here's their resume, here's their info. You have no excuse to not hire this person. So, yeah, just making that, you know, like putting everything in one space so there are no excuses from here on out. Like,
get rid of the excuses.
The network is here. The page is here. The website is there. Go to it. Use it. And, go
from there. I love it. I love it. With that, we'd love to get into the varietals.
Oh, yeah. What are we drinking?
For sure. Would love to know
talk us through
what we're drinking here. For sure.
I know y'all both got the Rosé, so I'm going to let y'all get off on that Rosé real quick.
I'm going to let you go.
I would
what
love
do
to
you think about it?
What you think, D?
Sensational.
That's Rosé D over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You know, it's not too sweet, because a lot of times I feel like with rosé you can get really sweet rosés. This one I really do like this. I'm enjoying what I'm drinking.
There's a subtle hit of grapefruit in the finish there. It has the aroma. When you give it your nose at first, there is a pretty fruity smell. But I think it's a good balance.
I do like what I have here, and the color is amazing on this as well.
You like the color?
Yes.
I enjoy this color as well.
Yeah, most
There's so many different ranges of rosé color, and this is pretty dope.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely enjoying the French Bordeaux that you have. Like I said, I'm still on that Bordeaux high from last night. But yeah, like I said, we just did an episode where we had a red varietal that's typically not supposed to be chilled, but because it was carbonic, enjoying that on a chill. So enjoying some of these more bold varietals with a little chill, especially moving into the like summer months. You know, making red still good to drink, putting it on that slight chill in the summer. So I'm enjoying this. Some notes have opened up. Like I said, I definitely still get dark fruits, but some
fruits,
cocoa, like some cocoa.
It's a little leather.
Okay. Yeah.
That's weird, but that's a good way to describe it as well.
Yeah, I was thinking like more of it like
those traditional Bordeaux grapes.
Yeah. So definitely getting, you know, that leather tone, that earth tone too. So yeah, like I said, this is, I mean, something for everybody is in here. I know Wayne got there. He already finished his.
Sweet Riesling. How was it? Not how is it? Not how was it? Not how is it? How was it?
Look, they already know too. I'm Riesling almost every week. We at the pod.
Okay.
I'm a Riesling. That's my thing.
Riesling
Dry or sweet.
connoisseur.
You know what I'm saying? That's it for me. So this for sure is like that perfect mix. And I've been getting into drier Riesling as of late.
Okay.
But this is one for sure that I think is a happy medium on both
semi.
ends. Yeah, it's like
semi.
a semi. So like I'm good, and it still has a sweetness to it that doesn't
crisp apple taste.
very crisp.
A little
That's
bit
what
in
I like
there.
a lot about it for sure.
This will be really good for the summer.
Oh, summertime. This is look. We need the Myers right now.
What's the date you said?
Yeah, what is the date?
What's the date? We got a
Coming
date
in
yet?
October.
October.
In their fall reset. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. But you'll be able to 5 different states will actually be able to physically go in stores instead of having to deal with the shipping.
Right.
Now, is that a certain number of your wines, like just certain ones? Or?
I think I want to start slow. So that's another
Okay.
thing. I don't want to try to expand too quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
The conversation that I was having with the Meyer representative, I was on like a whole different page than her. You know, I'm thinking that I'm selling myself. I'm like, this is going to be Shark Tank-ish.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you understand what I'm asking you? Like, can you produce for 250 stores? How many cases?
Yeah.
So I decided that I want this first one to go well. So I think I'm just going to choose one. Okay. So if you all could choose one of these, you'd only tasted the one.
Right.
But, it's like, what winner do I choose? Michigan is a sweet state, so I'm wondering to just maybe go with the peach mango, or we do have a Roché Black, but it actually sold out already in the tasting room. So that's another thing, how different the sales are from the tasting room as opposed to the stores. Yeah. So in preparation for the tasting room, I use my store sales on which I should go heavy on which juices that I should be fermenting.
Right.
And I had to go to the stores and buy back the Cabernet, back the Bordeaux, and and buy back the Black. So it's interesting. So I think you just never know. Once they come into the tasting room, now I have a better indication of what might sell. But then again, by just looking visually or maybe reading the descriptors of the varietals, it was a whole different ballgame. So, you just have to learn to pivot. So I'm thinking we're going to go with something sweet for sure, just because that's the climate in Michigan. Yep. But I think we're just going to do one. We were going to do 3. Okay. But I would like to see how one goes and then introduce more as we go along, and maybe up to 3.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I just enjoy listening to the whole business side of it. Like, I think it's the first time amazing. We hearing like the interview and it's like this business side of like how you're calculating everything. This is nice. It's good to see because I can hear the evolution of what's to come through like the way you even have this mapped out. It's already so far ahead. Yep. It's super cool.
Yes.
Love that.
Exciting.
Cool. Love that. In terms of your collection, anything else that you want to share here? With the Riesling, we touched on that. We touched on the Rosé. We touched on the Bordeaux.
Anything you want to touch on? Where can they find you on social media? Where are we at again? 1319
Portage Street.
I got one more too. One more for sure.
Let's go, Ranger.
Yeah, I just got one.
Okay.
We talked about a lot of the wine, of course, but I just want to hear what's your musical side though. It's a music pod, so I kind of want to hear.
Music in a bottle. Come on. I know. I was a little nervous. I didn't want to put her on a hot seat. You know what I mean?
What inspires the wines? Give me something.
Guess what?
What is it?
What's going on?
I'm a big Gucci fan.
I knew I asked the right question.
I'm more Rihanna than Beyonce.
Come on.
Yeah.
Say it.
We get into this. Yes.
Okay.
I'm Megan.
You dig with Megan?
Megan Stallion.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a really big Gucci fan.
Okay, Gucci is where it's at. That's me. Because you guys were Jeezy. Like, I don't know what y'all was.
I was like, okay,
Who do you think won the verses though?
Listen,
I
just think, Gucci, just let him be. Yeah. Let him be who he is.
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't want to be on a verses.
I get you.
He want to be. He want to just deal.
Yes.
With the street, okay?
Right. Okay.
That's where it's at.
He was mature enough to come, but he wasn't gonna.
I
don't think that
home.
I don't think he was.
He wasn't ready for the.
Because I didn't understand some of the songs that he was playing, but I was like, that's because this ain't his space right now. This is he wasn't gonna fake it. He wasn't gonna pretend this. He's like, no, this happened to me, and I'm gonna play all of these songs. I'll play all of these songs.
This is right.
And then you do that.
Man, I hear you. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So I just still have to say Gucci won. Okay. Sorry,
I mean. Exactly.
We get it. It's cool.
We get it.
Appreciate it.
We have these conversations every week, just random verses. Like.
Yes.
So you two. So you were.
I was Gucci.
No, he was Gucci. We was both Jeezy.
On a hill by myself.
Yeah, he was.
Oh my gosh. Before and after.
Me.
Nicole, go ahead and knock some sense into these men real quick. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it was a rough podcast after.
I
didn't have nothing to defend.
Yeah, it was like.
I think we went back to it like 3 times.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was for a month after that. I got beat up. Yeah, man. He didn't help out.
And all the podcasts seemed like they were tough after that. Joe Budden, I was like, okay, like so it was a pretty deep versus. I mean, I think he can lay it to rest, but I think he still just had to hold his.
Yeah.
because that's the type
That's
of man.
what he is.
I think that's the type of man he is.
It's a level of ego connected to that. You can't let it all the way go. It's okay.
Yeah.
Question. So Nicole, do you have Rihanna in the Rihanna Beyonce verses? Is that who you say you have? I'm just wondering real quick before you know what I mean?
I wasn't.
Yeah, we going.
Got to ask you about that one.
Well, I mean, I don't think people are gonna go for my girl Riri on that one. So
Yeah.
I don't. The music is a little bit.
I'm interested in the opinion for sure.
I'm with it. Like,
do
tell
Rihanna
more.
is just it for me, you know.
Yeah.
But Beyonce is just super talented. But if you've ever been to a Rihanna concert too, she's pretty dope. Her music is
there with it.
Her music is definitely her personality. It seems as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And Beyonce is a performer.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of it is her and how much of it is this performer that she's had to be since she was young.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not her fault, but she's bred for this, you know.
Yeah.
So she's always going to be on point with the performances. We'll rarely catch anything off key with her. So
she don't
and you
miss.
can tell it in
She
her
don't
music
miss.
as well.
Yeah.
So I
Got
think it's just
everything
different.
down to like a science. Like, she
Everything is
knows.
down to science.
See, that goes into your level of authenticity we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You like the fact that Rihanna's so raw with her content, with
Yep.
her videos, with what she does.
Yes.
Her personality and her music. You're right. B is somebody who for sure it's been framed out. Even if she might have a say.
Yep.
But this is
Yeah.
a team. Everybody on the team contributes to this one
Yes.
person. Where Ree might lock herself in a room for a week to produce something.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely that.
I like
Yeah.
that. This is very similar to that take that we had. We had a take on Chris Brown versus Usher. Chris Brown's an amazing performer, but I fought on the hill once again. But Usher is a better. He has more hits. He has more hits. I did.
Let's count the numbers here.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, come on now.
Did count up though. I think.
But when you look at Chris Brown's catalog,
Here we go. Come on now.
When you ain't knocking Chris Brown off the. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
I got Usher all day, my way. Please.
I have Usher too
Thank
as
you.
well.
Yeah, come on.
I
Definitely.
mean, you know, Chris is bomb, but I also need you to be able to control your life a little bit better.
100%.
So
And
to
you
me,
got a
that
daughter.
shows in your music too. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
It wavers his music a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
so
Well, we can't.
you need to be.
Yeah, accountability. Exactly.
So I need you
Come
to not waver your music based on your mood.
Yeah, most definitely.
I see it.
For sure.
So you was on the hill again. So call me.
Look, we got your number now. We can call right
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got you.
Need some backup.
It's actually good to be around people that know music. You know what I mean? Like, man, 50, what we at? 53 episodes? This is crazy. It's nice to be around. Nicole, thank you so much. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, who do you guys like, Meg or Cardi?
Ooh, we just talked about this yesterday too.
Yeah,
I think.
we did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, it was Cardi or Nicki, right?
Oh, yeah, it was
Cardi or
Cardi or
Nicki.
Nicki.
So Meg's brings in a different.
You know, for total image, I'm gonna go Meg. I think Meg produces, and even it's tough. I like Cardi's first album. I didn't think it was bad. Meg's put out a lot of music recently, but I think it's all the same. And so for that, it's tough. But I also think Meg might write her own stuff in comparison to Cardi. I think she does have a team around her as well. That makes it a little difficult. So that's still a tough one. Overall personality though, probably Meg for the far. She seemed like she'd be cool to hang out with. And her music, her shows might be like a little more authentic type of a vibe as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go Meg.
I always get blasted for hating on Meg Thee Stallion.
You do.
Yes, you do.
He was ready to hate too. I mean,
Yeah.
No, I just had to throw that out there that I get a lot of smoke for my Meg takes.
Yeah.
But in this case,
Oh wow.
it's a case now, everybody.
Yeah.
in this case and scenario, I gotta go with Meg because I told you how I feel about Cardi. She just annoying to me.
Yeah, see, look.
She just annoying to me.
Yeah, I think
can't
they both have their. I mean, like Meg has her posse, and Cardi has hers. I see the not annoying take, but she is. I mean, she's explosive, and I think that sells her music for sure. I got Meg though, just off the strength, because she.
Yeah.
When that first song, her first couple of songs came out, she definitely was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She had a really great run in our culture. I think Cardi is more. She's a rapper, but she's truly a pop artist for real, for real.
Yeah.
Even though she can rap, don't get me wrong, but she's a pop artist. Meg is, she's a rapper.
Yeah.
A rapper,
And, I mean,
100%.
Cardi, shout out to her. Like, shout out to both of the ladies for their flowers.
No wrong choice there, unless Nicole thinks different.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's a wrong choice either. Because
the way
after a
Bodak
while,
Yellow got the.
after a while, Cardi does get a little annoying. But I think Megan, her fluctuations are the same, so it makes her music sound the same. But she really doesn't talk about the same.
Right. That's what
So it does kind of, even no matter what beat she is. But a lot of male rappers are like that too. So how do we get to put Megan down for that? You know.
True.
So I don't know that we should be able to do that because all the male rappers are the same voices half the time.
Everybody in New York right now.
Yeah,
Everybody in New York.
So we really shouldn't throw that in the mix because she's a female, really. So you know,
yeah, it's a two-way for sure. But that's why I would say, like, even you speak on like the New York scene. A lot of those rappers, like, I think are cool, but I still put them in that same group. I look at versatility as to being like putting you on that like top tier artist. Like, you have to have a level of versatility with the music you create. Right. And so, like, I feel like Megan's literally right there. She's chilling. I think as and also it's like she's young in the game. I think we got like Meg for 2 years so far, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like
100%.
that. So it's like she got time.
She does.
And she hit on both albums. Both albums hit. Like, it's very difficult to do. That second album is always what gets them. Everybody.
Yeah. So did everybody say Nicki or somebody was against Nicki?
That was we were pretty blended last. I think I said Cardi over Nicki.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah,
I said
on music alone. Yeah.
I think when we talked about music, we said Cardi, just because I think Nicki only dropped one album, and she has Pink Friday, and it's been roughly 12 years.
Yeah,
like 12, 13 years of a run. I think we got like a mixtape and an album.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. I just floated to like, man, that's crazy. She dropped one album, so did Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill, I could choose Lauryn Hill over a lot of people right now, for real, off that one.
She got too, though.
It's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? She floating a little.
I mean, then Nicki had Young Money and that whole little.
She got a couple projects though by herself too.
Yeah.
She got a couple.
Who?
Nicki.
Oh yeah, she's done. I mean,
like the pink print,
and then Friday.
It's just tough because she broke the mold.
For a lot of
after Kim, it was like. Nicki, and for so long, so
she was.
It would have been tough to top it, I think, or to come back with something. But I don't know why she really didn't.
Yeah, but I also think at that point she did break the mold. So
it's like
now she's the focal, so she's the one who got everything broken off. So she don't really got to do nothing.
And she crossed that pop lane too.
Yeah,
and when she crossed that pop lane,
it was a wrap.
Cardi's gonna cross that pop lane. She's gonna cross that pop lane, and then Megan's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Because you would see Meg tiptoe. Like, I think she made a song with who was that from Maroon 5?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. She made a song with Adam Levine. And like that's that. When
Avril's dope though.
It was a good song.
Avril's dope.
Good. But it's like she'll do that, but then bounce back. Like, don't forget, I still got it over here. I can still rap. So
accountability. Yeah.
Shout out to Meg.
For sure.
Yeah, shout out
Hear me, listeners.
Shout out to
Meg.
There you go.
Redeeming himself here.
Shout out to Meg today.
Look at him. All right.
Yeah.
Solid.
A lot of good news.
I know. I'm still hyped on the Gucci take. So we good.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a big Gucci fan. That's it for me. I don't care what he would have did at the verses. And then he came out dressed. Okay. You're not about to do this with Jeezy right now with this jersey.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm done.
All right.
We here, man.
We are here for sure. With that being said, we are at 1319 Portage Street in Kalamazoo, Black Wall Street.
Kalamazoo.org is the Black Business Directory. Right. Black Wall Street, Kalamazoo.org. You can find the Roché Collection on Instagram at ROCHE Collection. You can find Twine Urban Winery on Instagram and Facebook. Go to our website, therochecollection.com. Go to our tasting room tab. You do need a reservation because we keep this very cozy and safe. You do have to take your temperature at the door and do your hand sanitizing. Don't push tables together, but it's still a good time.
Let them know the rules and stipulations.
Yeah, I know your family coming. I know. But don't push the tables, please.
Leave the tables. Sir, leave the tables. Sir, tap you on your shoulder. And tell your cousins, like the restaurant True in Dallas, ain't no twerking in Twine.
Ain't no twerking in Twine.
I hear.
Twerking off the Rosé is hilarious.
I hear.
Thank y'all for having me on.
Thank you so much.
I
appreciate you.
Getting a bottle.
Yes.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.